Welcome back. This is another chair practice. I'm on a little roll and filming a few today, actually. It feels really nice. um, they're so relaxing. So if you're interested in a relaxing practice where you're still challenged in a standing series, then join me in your chair. If you have a blanket, that's always nice. Bolsters, pillows, have them at the ready. Anything that you find helpful in your yoga practice. And then have a seat. So usually start in the chair and then do some time standing and then back into the chair. Root your pelvis. Let the belly of the hamstrings soften. Widen your breath into the sides of your ribs. And perhaps exhale at the mouth. Again. One final time. Maybe even sigh. Splay the fingers as you inhale. And exhale to squeeze. Splay as you inhale. And exhale as you squeeze. Continue here. Breath matches movement. If you don't like that pattern, play around. Remember, this is your practice, your body's boss, not me. One more time. Splay as you breathe in. Exhale to squeeze. And let's shake the hands, perhaps gently, perhaps vigorously as you deep breathe. Is there anything you can let go of here? Maybe make some sound, whatever you need. And then bring the hands together. Light me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. And this may or may not be for you. Careful with your shoulders as you press the hands together. Let's engage the chest muscles and then release. Press the palms. Like to exhale here and release. You might do so through your nose. You might do so through your mouth with the exhale. Traditional yoga, we like to have the exhale and inhales mostly through the nose. But sometimes it can feel nice to release some air through the mouth. Last one, press. And release that. Open up the arms and the palms turn away from you. Stretch the arms long. Turn the palms up, perhaps gaze up. The head comes back to center. As the arms reach behind the body to any degree, they might even clasp the back of the chair as you open up the heart. Pause here. One more inhale, and then return back to center. Palms come to those thighs as we arch the spine and round. And today, have it come more from the belly. So tilt the pelvis forward and pull the belly button in, round back. This action can come more from the belly like we are here doing this today, or it could come more from the heart space. Perhaps a little more vigorous. Doesn't have to be. Only if you're warm. Few more. Finish your last one, inhale. And exhale to round, interlace those fingers. Turn to the side so you can see. Allow that upper back to round. Breathe into the back of the heart here. Or inhale. And exhale to release and roll the shoulders. And then make circles with your forearms from the elbow. And reverse. And let's make these circles bigger. So it comes more from the shoulder here. The elbows bend. And reverse direction. Now cup the shoulders with the hands here. And let's side bend to the right as we reach that same arm long. Bring it back to the shoulder, hand back to the shoulder, and side bend the opposite way. Stretch the arm. See if you can keep yourself stable on your chair. It doesn't have to be a big lean. We want the spine to still be long as we arc over. And again, you could do this without the arms at all. Always press through those feet. Notice what the hips do. Try to keep them grounded. And next time you come over to the right, stay, drop the left arm down. And if you wish, play with the neck and nod the head side to side if it's safe for you. Again, you have to decide for yourself. You could move the jaw. Pause. Center, inhale. And exhale, come back up. Sweep those arms in front of the face. Make big circles here if able. They could always be smaller. And see if you can cross opposite wrists in front each time. Then reach up. And then hands return through heart center. Take a little bow here. Hands to the thighs as you roll up. Arms circle overhead. Bring them through heart center and fold over the legs. Roll up. Last time here, arms reach. And then bring those hands back to the shoulders. Let's side bend to the right. Or to the left, rather. It doesn't really matter. As long as you go side to side. Other side. Whenever you next land on the left, stay. Drop that left arm. And move through the head. So I'm crunching too much. I'm going to lift out of the curve a little bit and just move through the neck. And then return to center as the arms reach high. And rotate toward your left side here. You could have the hands loose, or maybe, actually, let's bring the hands to heart center. I want to do this version because this one's such a good one. So hands to heart center, inhale. And exhale, rotate to the left. And then come out back to center. And again to the left. As we keep those knees facing forward. And this comes from the core. This way, there's no way we can crank on the arms or use a chair. This one I do like to sometimes exhale through the mouth because we are really engaging the core muscles to initiate this movement. Last one, rotate. And then drop the arms down and stay. You might play with the neck again and look over one shoulder and then the other. Look over the far shoulder and pause. Inhale as that left arm reaches up and crosses in front of the body. We've done this before. Stay crossed, however, and pop the chest forward and exhale to round. So feel a little more awkward. Here we're crossed. Great for the brain. Two more. Last one, open the arms. Let's open that 60-degree angle. And bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale to rotate to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to rotate. Few like this. It may not be a large movement when we don't have the arms involved. We notice that more sometimes. But the thoracic spine doesn't move that much. Inhale. Exhale to rotate. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to rotate and stay. Perhaps now you drop the arms because you know where your safe edge is. And play maybe with the neck. Again, this isn't for everyone, but if it's available to you, you want to explore. Move the head and the jaw. Eyes open or closed. Another time we'll play way more with the eyes. Get the brain going. Some other day though. Inhale, so you look over the shoulder and the arm, back arm reaches up. Cross it down, round, and extend through the chest. Round and lift. Just two more. Lift, open the arms, heel toe, the legs wide this time. And then hands come to the thighs. And then lift up onto the toes of the left foot and the right. Just alternate. And slow this down. And if you can, I don't know if I can do this simultaneously. Allow, as the right set of toes comes up, allow the left shoulder to dip and come back to center and switch. So those left toes come up as the right shoulder dips and switch. It's more for the brain. It's important. Move differently. All the time. Last one. Come through center and sway your body side to side. You might need to come more to the edge of your chair. And just watch out for any dizziness here. Come to your left, lengthen those arms if able, and your right. Next time you come to the right, stay. Come onto that forearm of that same side and reach the other arm overhead. And then come back to center and switch sides. Reach up tall, arms lengthen. Perhaps one forward fold. It could just be that the hands come to the thighs and roll up. Or you come down, hands might reach to the ground and then roll up. Heel toe, those feet toward one another, hips width apart. Inhale and exhale to stand. And come to the back of your chair. And again, I like to always cue a drink and share classes. It's almost habit from in studio. The chair ladies. They used to always have to remind me to pause for a drink. And perhaps you have your chair off to the side of you here today. So let's do it off to the left side so we're all the same. And step into a warrior one with that right leg. Again, hand could be on the chair. Maybe the other arm reaches today. Maybe not. Maybe their hands are heart center. As you press through the feet. Inhale. And then exhale, open up into warrior two. So you'll turn toward your chair. I think I'll show you from this angle. And lengthen that lead leg and bend it. Lengthen and bend. If you do want to add the arms, arms can sweep up and that knee can bend. As you repeat, only if the knee is tracking over the second and third toe, slow it down. If you want to explore this, or perhaps you stay in stillness. Two more. Last one, reach. Perhaps those arms, if they are off of the chair, lengthen. And then turn toward your chair wherever you are in this wide position, and then bend the knees and lengthen the legs. Bend and lengthen. And this could be done without the chair. We could bend down as the arms extend. And as we lengthen the legs, the elbows could come to our sides of our ribs. Two more. Last one, reach, lengthen just the legs, come into star. And let's let those arms come down, and we'll start on this other side. So turn so that your left toes lead. We'll come into the warrior two first. So bend that left knee richly. Find your stance, hands perhaps on the chair, body open toward it, or arms reach as you lengthen lead leg and bend. Lengthen and bend. Few more. Two. Last one, lengthen that lead leg. Perhaps the arms reach. If not, we're here. And then turn toward that chair once more. Heel toe, the feet closer together. I'll move the chair off to the side so you can see my legs. And just bend and lengthen. And then bend, lengthen, and allow that right leg to cross over the left one. Perhaps the toes come down. You can use the chair either in front of you or off to the side. So we're in eagle legs as we bend through that left knee. And you might just stay right here and work on your balance. Perhaps once in a while, the hand comes off the chair. Looking for a challenge, perhaps that left arm weaves underneath the right one. Quite challenging here. Try to take shoulders and pause. One more inhale and exhale to stand up tall and lengthen that right leg out to the side. So if the chair is off to this side, it's quite convenient here. You could also have the chair in front of you for star, three-legged star. And then bring yourself back into tree, actually. Let's bring into tree. So that right sole of foot comes to the inseam of the lead leg. And then bring the knee forward, send the leg out in front of you. And then bend the knee as the knees come side by each, and take that right hand. And if you're able, you may or may not be able to do this. You might just stay bent like this. Or to take the stretch, that hand will come to the ankle. This will be our variation of dancers. So this quadricep stretch, sometimes we come into dancer where we reach that leg back and we reach the upper body forward, but this can be enough right here. Or inhale And exhale, feet side by each. If you're not facing the chair, turn toward it, arms reach. Fold over the chair. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and roll up through the spine as the arms come overhead, if able, and hands finish at the heart center. Chair, if it's in front of you, you might leave it there or bring the chair over toward the right side and step forward with that left foot to warrior one. One more inhale. And exhale. Almost forgot what I was doing. Bring those arms down. We forgot, though, the warrior one on the other side a little while ago. So from here, let's take that left leg and cross it over the right one. Good thing I just fit that in there, but not a nice spot for it, but that's okay. Cross that leg over top. That left leg. Perhaps you take the bind, but you don't need to. In that case, the right arm would come underneath. There you go. Bend richly as you squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the arms together. And everything unravels. That leg extends out to the side. Right hand might be on the chair. And then bring yourself up, back up to stand and take the tree pose so that the left foot comes to the inseam. Take the hands wherever you wish. And that knee comes forward. Lengthen the leg, flex the foot. And sweep the leg back as you bend the knee. Bring out the left hand as if holding a tray. Clasp the ankle, if able. And stand tall. Might add a little bit of a lean. One more inhale here. And exhale, feet side by each. Perhaps you turn to the chair or arms sweep up. Forward fold. Your variation of the halfway lift. And fold and roll up. Arms reach. And bring the hands back to heart. And then return to your chair. Would like a drink, have a drink. And today, a hamstring lengthener. So if you come close to the edge of our chair, that bolster might come in handy today. You can extend that right leg, this left leg, whichever leg you want out on the bolster, and then lean forward, and you might feel it in your hamstring. For some people, they don't really need the bolster. The leg is extended, and that lean hopefully will give you some sensation back here. You can always do this standing as well and use the chair to lean on. Flex through the toes. So we lengthened the quadricep already in that dancer variation. Here we lengthen the back of the leg. Then return to center, slide that leg in. Other foot, other heel of other foot comes down. Find your sits bones and come forward. And just make sure that your hands do not press on the knee, that they're on the opposite leg, or perhaps reaching for the foot on the extended leg. There's some blocks, pillows. Or inhale here. And exhale to return to center. Perhaps you widen those legs. And the bolster could be used here to come down into a fold or repause. Also, if you have one kind of like I do, what's really, really nice is to have it come in front and reach long, kind of like you did over your chair earlier. That can be really nice too. Keep those knees wide. Stretch for the inseams. Been down for a while. So inhale, halfway lift. And let's take a rotation here if you're able. You could just stay in the fold or take a regular rotation like we did with hands at heart center earlier, or that left arm can reach up, that other hand can press into the bolster or pillows. Right, it could be here, just trying to kind of open the opposite forearm to the opposite thigh. And let it go, switch sides. Perhaps here, perhaps here. And allow the hands to return to the bolster, press yourself halfway lift. Maybe they come to the thighs, wherever you need them to rise up. And let's find perhaps a bolster underneath the feet. So take a little tri-step lengthener, so you can grab the back of your upper arm here if able, and press the head back. Just for a nice little release. And the opposite side. Before we come into Savasana, let's take the head over to the left, if you're able, and stretch the side of the neck. If there's no issues with significant issues with blood pressure, heart rhythms, might take your eyes all the way to the opposite way of the head. So in this case, to the right. Just have to feel this one out and see if it's okay for you. So this is a vagus nerve release. Notice if there's a sigh or a swallow or a change in tension. And bring the head back to center, drop the chin. Perhaps bring the head over to the opposite way. And feel free to take the eyes to the left if you think it's safe for you. As long as you feel good here, just pause the eyes to the left. And then allow the head to return to center, eyes to midline as you reach those arms overhead. And bring your hands to heart. And find your Savasana choice. Any mudra that you want to take with the hands, feel free to. But again, they could just rest on the thighs. Could have index and thumb, the bed of the nail together, other fingers extended. Notice your breath, perhaps without trying to change it today. Notice its flow. Or any restriction. As best you can, allow what is in this moment to be. Easier said than done. Is there a pause at the top or bottom of the breaths? Do you sense a still point there? Even if it's just a moment. Sense the possibility of peace, of glimpses of awareness. Take a wide inhale. Inside out. Again. Last time. Perhaps roll the shoulders. Invite the arms overhead. Bring your hands to your forehead. May our thoughts be guided by our hearts, to your mouth and throat. May our words be caring but empowered. Into your heart where compassion lies. May it radiate through your body, through your actions, everything you do. Sat Nam. Ooh. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you liked this, I'm planning to put a few more chair videos out, kind of a little series on the channel. So feel free to use those and take care. Have a good day. Bye for now.